Hey there, small business owners. Ever feel like you're always putting off updating your website? For most of you out there, building and maintaining an online presence can be overwhelming. Your day-to-day schedule can greatly impact necessary tasks like keeping your website up to date and planning marketing campaigns to stay competitive. Brand You Love offers monthly packages for website maintenance, marketing campaigns that help keep current customers engaged while attracting new ones, and social media strategies that keep you in touch with your customers. At Brand You Love, we do the legwork for you, so you don't have to. Contact us today at brand.love.com.
Welcome to Desert City, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I'm Duke Walter. I play Ellen. Dean Martin Jr. is Kevyn. Chaz Abramowitz is our Dungeon Master. If you're back for episode 21, thanks. We're glad to have you. You can find all of our content on YouTube. Search TTRP Theater, 2 words. As a good content creator, I would be remiss to not ask you to like and subscribe, comment, interact, do all of the things. We're having a lot of fun with this, and we would love it if the algorithm would help us out a bit, and you can do that by clicking all of the things. You can check us out on X, formerly Twitter, at RenCityPod, RenCityPod. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, all the places. We've got a nice surprise coming up in the next couple of episodes, but I won't spoil it. All right, I've been trying to think of something clever. My brain's not into it. So, let's get into it. Welcome back to Desert City.
So, Ellen, you've started your study. Here's how I'd like to play this. Why don't you give me a roll? We'll determine the kind of roll here in a second. For each document. And depending on the success of that document, the success of your roll, I will share with you something in the document that will be important that you have come across.
Okay. You just want me to make, like, intelligence checks?
Well, I think let's first decide which document you want to look at.
I think the ledger is the first one.
Okay. So with the ledger, you can give me intelligence or investigation.
21.
There's page after page after page of just names of people. As you're flipping through the ledger, you notice a name. Losty Fanchon. You keep flipping. You see another Fanchon, a name you don't recognize. As you start to get towards the last pages, you see Morningwood's name. And you see 2 names that are blacked out. There are no other names in this ledger that are blacked out. Those are the last 2 names on the list.
And what is this list referring to? I mean, what other clues can I glean from a list of names?
Give me an insight check. Or a history check.
15? Yeah, 15.
15. You recall a story Theo told you about hearing of Dawnbringers discussing enemies of the church. You think this might be that list.
Sorry, I'm a little, I'm not sure what to do with that information at the moment. I'm feeling lost and scared.
I'm going to give you I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to give you kind of a high DC.
Okay.
But if you can get 20 or higher on either intelligence, insight, perception, investigation, anything like that, I'll give you a little more insight.
23 on investigation.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, don't apologize. I love the celebration.
You are inspecting the parchment. You're pacing around the room. You're looking at it, and some candlelight kind of illuminates it for a minute. And in the right light, you can make out the two names that have been blacked out.
What are those two names?
One is Shiam Key.
Shiam Key.
And one is Orm Gravesick.
Do those ring a bell?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15. They seem so familiar to you. It's almost giving you a headache, like you're barely fending off like some sort of intrinsic psychic damage. And then you have a spark of a memory. These were Dawnbringers. These were Council Dawnbringers. And you begin to realize that they have disappeared as if they never existed.
Okay, now I'm pacing, rubbing my forehead, trying to stave off the headache a bit, trying to wrap my head around this. Is this like like an epiphany kind of moment where, the light goes on and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no, I haven't thought about them in forever. Or is it a realization that something happened that kind of maybe wiped these people from my memory? Were these Dawnbringers like part of the temple when I started, as a youngster, whatever, 15 years ago, whatever it was?
Obviously, you don't know for certain.
Okay.
But it feels like the second. It feels like you have just discovered something that should have never been forgotten. You know these people. You can see their faces.
And who were they to me?
Gravesick was the Dawnbringer who was in charge of all facilities of Dawn Tower. Anytime that you needed something or you saw disrepair, you would let Gravesick know. And Shiam Key you didn't know too well, but they were a leader and a teacher of some sort. You don't know what their discipline was, but you remember them being an important person in the church.
I'm going to take the ledger. I'm going to grab the sending stone and...
The sending stone that you left in the alleyway?
No. The one that was left here.
Sending stone. Yeah.
For Trecton, to contact Trecton. And I'm going to say her name, Trecton, into the sending stone. I don't know what, you know what I mean? I don't know. Is it hello? I don't know what the protocols are for the sending stone. So, Trecton?
You would know a little bit about sending stones.
I know about sending stones, but this particular one, is there,
right?
Do I go, beep, boop, boop, beep, and that's the signal, I don't know. So I'm just going to say her name into the sending stone. Trecton.
So, a bit goes by and you get a response. What do you need?
Is Urlani Crestwood privy to where I am?
A few seconds later, you get a response. I can't answer that.
Is he allowed down here? If he's not, then I need to find him up there. Is he allowed down here, yes or no?
I can't answer that.
Can you get him a message from me? Is he in the building?
I can get a message.
Tell him I would like to meet him in the private sitting room in 30 minutes.
You get a response of confirmed.
I put the sending stone down. I find parchment of any sort. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I have to tear other pages out of this ledger, or, I don't know. I assume there's some parchment in this safe house somewhere. And then I begin, for the next half an hour, writing every name that I can out of this ledger onto another, piece or several pieces of parchment.
Are you going to look at the book about Ericon, or has this completely distracted you?
This has completely consumed me. I will come back to the book from Ericon, or about Ericon, but this has completely consumed me.
Copy that. So, Kevyn.
Yep.
You know, and are being led through the safe way through the subterranean tunnels. And you pop up near the glistening harem.
Guess he'll just slither through.
You slither through, you come in, and Trekton is at the bar, and she gives you a knowing nod, and she motions for you to come visit her.
Yep.
And she says, "Hello, Viz.
Trakton, how are you tonight?"
"I'm fine. Your cargo is safe?"
Excellent.
"I did receive a message. He's planning to come inside to the private area and meet with Urlani."
Okay. Hold that meeting. I'm gonna run down and see how he's doing. Let me get 2 bottles of wine.
"Understood. Urlani is coming over. He'll be here soon. I'll have him go to the private room. And once you are down in the place, if you need to change plans, you know what to do."
Absolutely. Okay. You're going to grab them 2 bottles and head down.
You head down, and after a bit, you find the familiar structure of the safe house you've been in many times. And you take it from here. You narrate how you get to how you greet Ellen.
Walk up, give it a secret knock.
I grab for my sword, and just for flair, I don't know if you'll let me or not, but I grab the empty hilt instead, because I had tucked that in my belt right next to my other sword.
Uh-huh.
And pull the empty hilt up in front of me and realize what I've done.
And why don't you, since you and I discussed this, why don't you describe what happens?
This candlelit room that, I have been in for the last, 45 minutes, hour. This room lights up. There is no corner that is under darkness. It is as if the sun has been turned on inside this room. It is so bright. Through the cracks under the door, Kevyn, you see this bright golden light shine out under the door. And you see Ellen kind of like shade his eyes a little bit as he, as this glowing blade of golden fire and light extends from the hilt that he is holding.
Awesome.
And I kind of stunned, holding it in my hand, just kind of staring at it. Come in?
God damn, put that away. You're going to spoil this wine.
I don't even know how I did that. And I'm kind of shaking it in my hand, back and forth and kind of up and down. Go away. Stop. No. No. Bad hilt.
And eventually it recedes.
Was there a blade coming off it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. New toy, huh?
Hi. Yeah, I guess so. Holy shit, what did I... Oh my god.
I think somebody's gonna want that back.
I think I screwed up even more than I thought I screwed up here, Kevin. Okay. And I tuck it back into my belt and tie my little jacket. What's the word?
Well, they want us to lay low for a couple days.
Who's they?
Well, the syndicate. Ones that have given us safe haven.
Yeah, what is this place?
Safe haven. About as safe as you can get.
Who is Viz?
Just a powerful friend of ours.
Okay. I trust you.
What do you want to do next? You meet with Urlani.
Oh, yeah, here, hold on. And I turn back to the table and I grab the ledger and I hand it to him and I start explaining to him what it is that I have found and what it is that I think it is. And so I think not only have I taken some magic items that they're going to be looking for, but I have definitely taken some information that likely is going to put our heads on a chopping block.
Kevin, when he starts explaining what he found, and Ellen, do you disclose the names?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Kevin, when you hear the names, give me a Constitution saving throw.
+2. 18.
18.
Nice.
So the same thing happens to you as happens to Ellen. You at first feel like you have this immense fog pressing down on your brain, and that you are somehow in the process of shaking off some kind of powerful psychic damage, and then it occurs to you, same as it did to Ellen, you knew of these people. You didn't know them as well because you were outside of the church, but you would have known Gravesick.
Yeah.
Maybe not Shiam Key, but you absolutely would have known Gravesick.
Yeah. I remember him.
I didn't until I read his name 10 minutes ago.
I didn't either. Like he'd been erased. You said his name, something heavy came over me. And then I pictured his face. I remember conversations. I remember he cussed me out, tracking mud all over the place.
Yeah. He was a stickler. Yeah. He was a hard ass, but was always fair.
I remember him clearly now, yet I prior had no memory of him at all.
It is almost time for your meeting with Urlani.
Sorry, I didn't know that you were coming. I'm glad you're here. Please, until I saw your face, I hadn't been thinking about you. I'd been so consumed with this. So I'm so happy that you are safe. But I called Trecton on this sending stone and
asked. Have him meet with Urlani.
Oh, she told you. Okay, yes. I think that this information needs to get into Urlani's hands. I grab the parchment and I show him all the names that I scribbled down on the paper. I am not going to give him the ledger, but I am going to give him this list of names, and I'm going to tell him what it is that I assume is going on.
Kevyn, give me an investigation check when he starts showing you the list.
Okay, here we go. 11.
11. Pretty much passes through you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really clock anything on there.
I mean, yeah, he's not. I mean, yeah. You think this is the best decision, then most certainly you should meet with Urlani.
After that, I don't know. Hiding out?
Come back here, we'll drink this wine.
Should I not go back to the church and try to save face?
You know, they've got ways to make you talk, Ellen. How do you explain yourself?
I don't.
You'll be flayed.
Are we going to be safe if we end up at the Spinning Camel?
We can send someone there, see who shows up. We're not due till this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll send someone to take a look, see who comes around.
Do you want to go meet with Urlani with me, or just, it's probably better if I just go by myself. I don't know. Up to you.
2 heads are better than one. 2 heads are better than one.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to feel exposed. How about that?
If I stay here, I'm going to drink all this wine.
Okay. That's fair.
Because you're freaking me out.
Yeah, I'm freaked out, man.
I didn't know we were looting the place.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. I really don't know what came over me. That trap sprung out of that painting, not expecting that at all. And then the other one that sprung out of the desk. What are these dudes hiding?
Looks like a hit list and some really cool gadgets.
Oh, God, I hope Theo's okay.
Let's break that blade out again and see how it cuts. Test it.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to test it on?
He gonna go get it like a piece of firewood.
So I love the flavor, but I'm going to rule that the first time you tried was a fluke. You've not yet attuned to it.
Oh.
So you try again, and you just can't get it to do the same thing.
Mm.
You're gonna have to spend some time with it.
Sure. Yeah, so I pull the hilt out. You go grab,
Yeah,
there's a cantaloupe, over on the counter. And you set
all
it
the
down.
banana. You got a whole bushel of bananas from Number One Produce Co.
Right. All the produce from Number One Produce Co. And you're throwing at me like Fruit Ninja, and I'm swinging the hilt, and I can't get the blade to come out. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not thinking about it hard enough. I don't know.
Maybe it only triggers once a day.
Maybe.
Use it sparingly. Yeah.
Maybe it's the secret knock. I don't know. Try the secret knock. Do the secret knock on the table again. And I'm holding the sword, looking at it as he does the secret knock. Yeah, that's not it. Okay.
Okay. Back to the meeting.
Yeah. All right. Let's go meet Urlani.
You put the hilt back in your belt. You guys straighten up a little bit. You get ready to go meet Urlani, and that's where we'll end this session.
Hiya!
Nice. That was fun.
I was so glad that you found that ledger. That ledger's got some interesting things.
That was not the plan that I made at all.
Dude.
Oh, yeah?
I wanted Kevyn to convince me to go back inside. I was going to hide in plain sight and go back in the library and change my, you know what I mean? I was going to change my disguise on the way back in to somebody else. sneak into the library and start stashing the gems and all of that shit in various places.
You're going to put it all back? Try to put it all back.
I wasn't going to put it all back, but I was going to hide it all in the library.
Right.
And then just be like in the library and get found and be like, what? I've been here the whole time.
What? Huh? Yeah. We were trying a lot of, What are you talking about?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Might work on some commoners, but the cleric sort of broke our nut.
Yeah, probably. Man, we're in some shit.
There's some powerful clerics in that.
Yeah,
in that
damn,
show.
we're in some shit.
You in some shit. You
We're
in some shit for sure. You in some
Deep.
shit for sure.
Deep.
It'd be interesting to see how you dig out of it.
Yep. Conflict makes for good stories.
This is Desert City, a D&D5E actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I'm your Dungeon Master Jazz. Theo is played by Chris Freedom. Ellen is played by Duke Walter. Kevyn is played by Dean Martin Jr. TTRP Theater is a group of actors, artists, and gamers from all walks of life that play a diverse set of games in a diverse set of styles. We have a wide array of content available for free on YouTube. Search TTRP Theater and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter at TTRP Theater. We'd love to hear your feedback. Comment on YouTube or tweet about the show using hashtag RenCityPod. That's RENCITYPOD. Or follow us at the same handle, at RENCITYPOD. Be good to one another. See you next time.